I need some water. Hold on, niece. Oh, stop looking. Actually, niece, I wanted some of my fresh squeezed lemonade, basil lemonade. I put basil in it, fresh basil. I made it the other day. It's been in the refrigerator. I'm in my onesie. Because I'm in for the evening, niece. Happy birthday to Miss Honey 02 Mitchell. Happy birthday, niece. Happy birthday, niece. Happy birthday, niece. Miss Honey 02 Mitchell, happy birthday. She's over here on YouTube. I just want you all to know on YouTube that one of my Facebookers, Andrew Hudson, told me how I could do a post. So I posted at 8:30 that I would be on live at 9 o'clock. So hopefully you all saw that post. If you're subscribed, you should have seen it. Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey. Hey girl, hey. Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey. When I say it is hot as the devil's dick outside, I just situated my situation. I literally just got out of the shower. I just got out of the shower. Because when I say I was sweating in all of my areas and crevices, I was sweating everywhere, behind my earlobes, off my earlobes. Jesus Christ. I went out there with Chase. Chase has gone home. Chase went out there so that we could, Chase and I went outside so that we could get on the scooters. Hey, all about Mika. Hey, girl. Hey, yeah, I'm over here on the YouTube. I sure am. Good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. Excuse me. Let me try that again. Good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. So listen, I had a sleepover last night with my nephew Chase. Now, you know I don't even typically come on Sundays. We're live Tuesday through Friday. Now, when I first started, we used to be live every day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 9 p.m. And then Saturdays, we just kind of jump on here at any point. I had to get me a little snack out of my gym bag. See, I'm a little hungry right now. And, you know, because I do the Queen Supreme Court live show on Mondays, we don't go live on Monday. And then when, you know, just life started getting busier and busier, I couldn't come on every single day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So sometimes I'd come on Tuesday. Typically, I'm on here on Tuesday for sure at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Come on Tuesday, I'll pop in on Wednesday, pop on Thursday. I might miss on a Friday, or I might miss on Thursday and pop in on a Friday. It just kind of depends on what the day is given. I started Facebook first, stop. But listen, I came on here tonight because I don't know if you all over here on YouTube are subscribed to the So Much to Say podcast pen pal group on Facebook. It's free. And we have a whole lot of conversation throughout the day. We share information. That's where they planned my surprise birthday party a few weeks ago. Well, they started planning in April, but you know, they have all kinds of conversations throughout the day. So there are these awards called the Candy and Sean Social Media Awards. And they have like different categories. And So Much to Say podcast pen pal, the group, won Best Social Media Awards group, period. The winner was announced tonight. We waiting on our fucking trophy to come. We waiting on our fucking trophy to come. Did y'all catch my words? Did y'all catch my lips? We waiting on our fucking trophy to come. I want to give a shout out to my girl TSB. That's Tiffany Smith Bell. Over here on Facebook. She got the group started and excited and eager about voting. She had shared the link over in the So Much to Say podcast pen pal group. And she was on everybody's heels about voting. Keep voting. You can vote as many times as you want. Every time I looked up, she was messaging them. Don't forget y'all need to vote. And baby, in a landslide victory, look, I don't know what the results were, but I'm just going to say because it sounds better. In a landslide victory, we won. We won, niece. So they sending us a trophy. Yep. Hold on, y'all. Valerie Smith Britton just came in. I don't know where she's been. She's been missing for months. Hold on. Hey, Valerie. She's sliding in here like she's been in here all along. Hey, Valerie, how you doing? Kesmira, she was wearing y'all out about voting. Don't forget you can vote. I know it's Memorial Day weekend, but listen, don't forget to vote. Somebody said I broke my nail voting. Rita talking about she broke her nail. Rita talking about she broke her nail. I thought she was going to say she broke a cigarette voting. Listen, I want to thank you for that. Listen, we have a lot of great conversation in that group. We share a little bit of foolishness, but a lot of knowledge and a lot of information. We share a lot of news stories. Did y'all see that we posted a thing in there about this E. coli breakout on that beef? And that beef, did y'all see that? Did y'all know that there was a breakout in E. coli and beef? We put that in there. A couple of the pen pals posted that in there. Just go over to Facebook and search, up in the search bar, So Much to Say podcast pen pal. That's all you got to do. And it'll come up. And it's free. Now listen, let me tell you the other thing. We have a brand new podcast. Takesha White said she tried to join. What happened, girl? What happened, niece? Patricia McGee said I was all in Tennessee voting. We have a brand new podcast that's dropping tomorrow. Hey, Charlethea, sit down, niece. You know I snack when I eat. We have a brand new podcast dropping tomorrow. I told you guys about it. This woman talked about when she was dating, when she would, how she knew when to introduce her daughter to the man she was dating. That's a good conversation, y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Now, the podcast is called So Much to Say also. Okay? And it's free. It will drop over here on my YouTube channel. But it's also an Apple Podcast, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher. Just type in So Much to Say. In fact, you can go to Google and just type So Much to Say podcast. And it'll come up and see if you had gone over to CraigTheWriterStewart.com, and at the top there's a little button that says more. Drop down that button. There's a button that says podcast, and there's a button that says shop. If you want to get one of those So Much to Say mugs, or one of those Hey Girl, Hey mugs, or one of those, Hey Niece mugs or whatever, you got to spend some time over there at Craig the Writer Store. It's just not just stuff for sale. This ain't no City Punch, Valerie. See, this how I know you were late. This is fresh, squeezed Basil lemonade. I made this right here over here at 227. It's fresh. Tell her again, Charlethea. She's about, I'm drinking City Punch. No, this ain't from the spigot. This is not from the spigot. As my people up in Baltimore say, this did not come from the zinc. I'm like, zinc? Zinc is a mineral, niece. That's a sink. That's not a zinc. That's a sink. Hey, Yap Maddie Mom. She says she on my Patreon. All right. I posted a Patreon video today. Chase and I went and got on those scooters today. Let me tell you something. I was out there on that scooter today. We were supposed to go swimming. I was taking him down to the pool. And he gonna say to me, Craig, is this a public pool? He's gotten really bougie since he's moved to Atlanta. Now, when we lived in Baltimore, and I lived in in Atlanta before any of them came here. My nephew and his wife and the kids moved down here right after I did. We got on the scooters yesterday too, Gia. She act like we can't get on the scooter twice. How do you say that? Is that Jamie Jones? How do you say that? Jeame? Y'all love to spell your name fancy and different. Jeame. Is that Jamie? I ain't never seen Jamie spelled like that. But anyway, he gonna say, is this a public pool? He said, that's nasty. You act like dirty folk don't get in the pool out there in the county, in the suburbs. That sounds nasty. He got a lot of nerves. Now, I'm going to tell you something. We from Baltimore. Now, we from Baltimore. Now, listen, no shade, Baltimore, but it's rough up there. So it's like, how he going to come down here and try to act like, do you know where you're from? You obviously don't know where you're from. How are you going to sit here and try to talk about the public pool? Look at Yap Maddie Mob co-signing that. Talking about it is nasty. It ain't no different when you go out to the... He did say he had a fresh start getting baptized the other week, so maybe that's why he didn't want to get in the public pool. But listen, I thought that his parents were coming back tomorrow. They told me originally that they were coming because they went out of town. So I thought they were coming back tomorrow. So I went and picked him up yesterday. Now, I couldn't have picked him up. Yes, Park Heights, baby. That's where we grew up from. I thought they were coming back tomorrow, so I thought he was going to be spending the night last night and tonight. Quiet as his cat, I'm glad he was gone. Because when I say he wore me out, he wore me out. They still talking about how Jamie spells her name. She said, oh, well, my family is Panamanian. Oh, they still talking. Listen. When I tell you I was so glad that he was gone today, they texted me and was like, oh, we land today. I was like, oh, really? When I say he had worn me out. He wore me out. Hey, Khadijah, thanks for voting. He wore me out. When I say that, between him and that son, I'm 43. I might look young, but baby, this body still gets tired. Amen? Amen. I tell you, I came in here, I laid down, I smelled like a little dirty boy when I got in the house. I just been out in the air. I was sweating. We were on them scooters. We were walking up and down them streets. The sun was beaming down. I can't believe I didn't get a tan. Thank you, Hillary. You know, like little boys smell like little dirty puppies. Smell like little dirty puppies. So anyway, I couldn't pick him up on Friday because remember, Laverne was here and we did the smoothies. And then afterwards, we went out. Laverne and I went to this spot called MJQ. I have not been to MJQ in years. I told you guys that I'm a hip hop fanatic. And so Friday nights they do old school, they do like 90s hip hop. That's my era. That's my era. 90s hip hop. Yeah, smelling like outside. So we went and did that. So he couldn't come Friday. So I went and picked him up on Saturday. I show you my whole day, our whole day on my Patreon yesterday and today. Excuse me. But yesterday he put me onto this show called All American. Have you guys heard of this show called All American? It's on Netflix, niece. When I tell you it's good, All American is good. Who's that? What's that? Bomb a Dom on YouTube said, yes, I've been binging all weekend. Listen, I've been watching this since last night. I like it. Too legit to quit. Don't sound like, she don't sound like she like it. It is good. Bomba Dom said, it's so good, I know I'll be hot if they don't bring it back for season 2. No, niece, there is a season 2. Chase is already on season 2. I'm on season 1. Chase is on season 2. He said there's a season 2. Now, if it's wrong, that's because he told me wrong. Oh, somebody said it's also on the CW. Who still watches the CW? Look. It's on. Oh, season 2 is not on Netflix? Oh, he didn't know what he was talking about then. But I really like it. Somebody said, oh, thanks for reminding me. Yap, Maddie Mom. Yes, it's really good. Listen, we need to watch this together, y'all, for real. Like, it's really good. Tay Diggs is in the show. He's the father. And then, you remember Breezy? She played on Empire. She was the little young girl, the dark-skinned girl who could rap. So she's on there as well. She's a lesbian. She's a lesbian on the show. I don't know why they didn't make her a lesbian on Empire. Why did they make her a lesbian on Empire? Why didn't they make her a lesbian on Empire? Let me tell you something. They got her, she in a full relationship. She talking about she gay. She kissing this girl. Her mama is in the church and her mama is in denial about her being gay. But that's not the premise of the show. Look at Deborah not talking about in real life, and she got 4 question marks. Girl, you didn't know that? Yes, in real life too. I'm on episode. I'm either on 5 or 6 because I watched one last episode earlier, and then I turned it off because I was getting sleepy and I didn't want to fall asleep on it. So I think I'm on episode 6. I think I'm on episode 6. I am looking at the comments. Look at Chantel telling me I didn't watch the entire season. Daughter, don't tell us what happened, okay? Don't be trying to tell us. Don't be trying to tell us. The show is called All American. It's on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, go ahead and borrow somebody's password and stuff. I'm on somebody's password. Look, I'm on DT's account. You know, Terrence that moved to California. I'll be like, friend, what's our password? Like whenever I sign into a new device, I'm like, what's our password again? What's our login? I'm on his Hulu. I'm on his Netflix. Ain't nobody got money to be paying for all that stuff. Girl, I'm trying to run a business. Girl, this is empire. This is impeccable works. Ain't nobody got money for all that. I'm already paying for Spotify. I just started paying for that because I didn't used to pay for that. But I got tired of listening to them commercials. I do have a Fire Stick. But you know, sometimes you be wanting the stuff right now. You be wanting to see it. I be wanting to see all of it. So I do use my Fire Stick. But let me tell you what we did yesterday. Chase and I went down to the we went down to the jazz festival. They had a jazz festival here in Atlanta. See, this is one of the things that I love about living here. They always having like free festivals. So they have a free festival in the jazz festival this weekend, and they had one person that I really wanted to see, and that was Liz Wright. Now you all know, some of you may know, I don't know if I've really talked about her a lot. But Liz Wright is my favorite. I do have on a onesie gear. Girl, yes, I got my onesie. I just went in there and situated my situation. I'm smelling all flavorful and stuff and smelling all munchable and tasty. Girl, somebody might want to slide in here and taste me. You know what I'm saying? So I went on and situated my situation before I got on here. Yes. So anyway, I don't know if I've really expressed just how much I'm going to watch She's Gotta Have It Season 2 as well, but I'm all into All American right now. But when I was just talking to a friend of mine about that the other day, because I do like, I loved the first season of She's Gotta Have It. That's the Spike Lee adaptation of the movie. Remember he did a movie years ago called She's Gotta Have It? Well, they have a season 1 on Netflix. I already watched that, and so they just dropped season 2. So long story short, I need to look at Yap Matty Mob talking about LTR. Well, girl, he ain't here. Listen. So, this is the song I was looking for. Let me go ahead and download it. So anyway, my girl Liz Wright. Oh, girl, are you serious? Hold on, I'm trying to download this. Liz Wright is my favorite. Like, I love her so much that I wrote about her in my first book. LIZZWRIGHT. When I tell you I love her, I just need you to know that I love her. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little background music on with my girl Liz Wright. But anyway, she performed Saturday at the Jazz Festival. So I dragged Chase out there. This is after we had rode the scooters. You know you gotta let them do what they want to do first, and then you can do what you want to do. So then when we got to the Jazz Festival, he was like, Craig, this is boring. I said, well, Chase, we did the scooters. Okay, man, get somewhere and sit down. So anyway, I listened to Liz Wright, and I enjoyed it. And so then we got in last night. Let me turn this down. Let me get blocked. But her voice is so rich. If you've never heard of Liz Wright, I need you to go on over to her first album. Her first album is called Salt. Yeah, like salt, you know, that stuff that y'all use too much of. You know, that stuff that got your ankles all swollen and stuff. Salt. I love that album. But anyway, so we did that yesterday, and we grabbed something to eat last night on the way home. And then we started watching All American. And then today, he slept until about 12:30, 1 o'clock. And my friend Richard and Boris, they called me because they wanted to meet for brunch. So we got together. So I woke Chase up. Well, Chase was awake, but anyway, I got him up. And we put on our swim stuff. And we were going over to the park because we were going to go ahead and eat first. And then we were going to go to the pool. Lanique, we're going to ship your book out this week. You had gotten a free complimentary book. Somebody had gifted you a book, Words Never Spoken. So we're going to ship it out this week. But see, what happened was you were a little delayed in sending your shipping address. I don't know why it takes them so long. They worry me to death in these comments about sending them a free book. And it takes them a day or two just to email me their shipping address. So anyway, by the time you had emailed me your shipping address, Nikki had already gone out and shipped everybody's order. So now you got to wait till the next batch go out, which will be this week. So anyway, so we went on and let me look at these comments. You know what I've been drinking lately? JB, what do you want me to pay attention to? What you want me to say? What you want me to see? So, Monquetta says she buying a book this week. Child, she's been saying that for 2 weeks. I think Andrew is about to gift a book. I think Andrew Hudson about to gift a book. No, Chase didn't wake me up. Chase was asleep. Chase got up about 1 o'clock. Well, it was about 12:30. So, that was our day. We went to eat brunch at this little place. We got there. Here you go. This is all on the Patreon. Here you go. Well, what kind of food do they serve? See, you gotta expand your children's horizons. I told you what? I told you to watch what? Watch what? If you get time. What you want me to watch? What's the name of it? Wait, what story was I telling? I stopped telling the story. What was I telling? What was the story? I do remember. Tell me what it was. Give me a hint. Tell me what I was saying. That's because y'all be worrying about reading these GD comments. My aunts used to say that instead of cursing. I'm like, well, you may as well say it. You want me to read these GD comments? Goddamn, that's what that means. I ain't never heard about no what if. I don't know what that is. What is that about? It's on Netflix. What if? Let me get through the ones I'm trying to watch right now. See, y'all always want to overload me. And then want to be worrying about when the 4th book comes. I can't be watching all these TV shows. I can't be watching all these TV shows, okay? They talking about it is so good. Well, do you want me to write the 4th book or you want me to get into what if? Here you go, Gia. My book finally shipped. Girl, ain't nobody tell you to order from Amazon. You should have been ordering from over here anyway. I don't mind if y'all order from Amazon. I do get a little royalty check. They send me a check once a month at the end of every month. Girl, I need my check at the beginning of the month. Rent's due at the beginning of the month, not the end. But Amazon sent me my check. They send it to me at the end of the month. What was the story I was telling? I don't remember telling the story. Look, Andrew says, stop telling what's on the Patreon. We pay for that. But they still don't get to see it, and there's a bunch of stuff on their Patreon, like the waiter at the restaurant whose breath was bad. He had some kind of a gastrointestinal problem. Listen, the server was standing up taking our order. When I say I could smell his breath from, I was like, I said to my friends, I said, good God, do you smell his breath? And my friend Rashad was like, oh my God, is that what that was? He said, I could smell it when he stood on this side of the table. As a child, he taking out whole communities with that breath. That breath was horrible. His gum line looked like it was swollen. It was puffy looking. And see, that's why I tell you all the time, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, and brush your tongue. But see, this superseded brushing your teeth and flossing your teeth. This was some old gastrointestinal stuff going on. That was some stuff going on past his epiglottis. That was some stuff. No, it wasn't all over my food. He didn't bring my food. A young lady brought my food. A young lady brought my food out, Rita. No, it didn't smell scatty. It smelled like... What did it smell like? Ooh, it smells horrible. Remember I told y'all that Keon's friend had bad breath? Remember I told you Keon's breath? Yes, you need to be oil pulling and everything. Remember I told y'all Keon's friend had bad breath and he didn't talk? Their breath smelled similar. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear they were related. But yeah, it was like that. But anyway, you know, all the gays are up in Washington, D.C. for Black Gay Pride. Hey, girl, hey. All of the gays, except for me, have descended upon Washington, D.C. They should be leaving your city tomorrow, okay? Most of them got to get back to work, those that work. So they're up there tearing the city apart, you know, walking all through the middle of the street. So if you're wondering why there's an influx of gay men in the DMV, that's why, okay? So they should be. Datis, his breath smelled worse than shit. It was just like, Ronald, what was I saying? I don't remember the story that I was telling. He was not breathing on my food, Gia. She's so messy. Gia is so messy. Girl, he was not breathing on my food, girl. He didn't even breathe my food out. She gets on my nerves. But I had a vegan sandwich. Oh, I ain't gonna tell y'all because this is on the Patreon. They get mad because I'm telling y'all stuff that's on the Patreon. Oh, well, so what was the Chase story? Let me finish the Chase story. Let me go back. So he was playing football with some little boy while I was listening to Liz Wright. And I told Chase, I said, you stand right here, okay? I said, don't you leave from this area. Listen, y'all done lost y'all children over at the jazz festival. Like 2 or 3 children were missing. They done pulled your children up on stage so that you could see them. They done put them up on the screen, the monitor. Y'all done down there and just lost your mind. I know you see my edges coming in joy. Girl, catch me come September. Girl, when I get my... No, in fact, catch me in October because my last treatment is in September. Baby. You see them edges coming in. I know you see them edges coming in. We were at the restaurant. Shirlethia, that's on the Patreon. They don't want me to tell y'all. It's on the Patreon, niece. But yeah, y'all done lost y'all children down at the jazz festival. Whew. Y'all down there having wine and carrying on. Y'all wasn't paying attention. Y'all done got so excited. Y'all done got so excited down at the jazz festival. You done lost your children. Children looking all scared and nervous. Y'all know y'all need to do better. But no, sometimes your kids just get out of hand. You know. But Chase and I, we were riding around on those scooters, and I'm just like, Chase, you need to slow down. But see, you got to be able to trust these kids. See, I trust him to listen. Because see, we were driving, we were riding down like the bike trail. Now let me tell y'all something, black people. You see, white people, you all usually follow the rules of, because see, y'all been riding bikes in the street for years. Y'all don't give a damn if y'all about to get hit by a car. But see, this is new to us. So, black people, this is for you. So white people, don't think that I only talk about you all. Because see, I talk about black people too. And in particular, I'm really talking to black women. Because y'all just be walking around like y'all don't have a damn care in the world. We riding down the bike lane. Now, we on these scooters. Now, you know the gas is on one hand and the brake is on the other. Now, they electric, right? We going down the bike trail. Now, the bike trail is real narrow. One lane is this way. The other lane is this way. And then right next to that is the street. Here y'all go, black women. Y'all doing U-turns, the front bumper of your car coming all into the bike lane. Niece, your car ain't supposed to be over here. Your car ain't supposed to be through here. Then y'all walking down the sidewalk. Y'all not even paying attention to the traffic in the bike lane going back. You just stepped into the bike lane. People about to run you over. You getting an attitude because you done stepped into the bike lane. They so busy trying to be cute with all this hair, all this fake hair, and it's hot. Girl, you can't even pay attention because you can't even look around your shoulder, over your shoulder to see what's coming. Listen, pay attention. These people can't just stop like that. Whew. The people in the GED section talking about they can't keep up with the story. The people in the GED section over here on Facebook tell me they can't keep up with the story. I keep switching stories. I finished the story. If I've moved on to another story, I'm talking about something else. I guess I need to slow down when I'm talking. Am I talking too fast? When I say it was hot outside today, it was so hot today. What story y'all want me to tell y'all? What story y'all want me to tell y'all since I'm moving too fast for y'all? Y'all trying to ride the scooters for the first time? Y'all trying to ride the scooters for the first time? Girl, tutorials are over there. Get in the park. Get off the bike lane. Like, I don't understand it. So anyway, Chase and I, we riding on the bike lane. Then there are times that we're riding on the sidewalk, and I'm telling him, slow down, Chase. Slow down, Chase. Slow down, Chase. Don't be running these people over. So we're going across the street, and I'm making sure he crosses when I cross. I already told the story about Liz Wright in the first book. They still talking about Liz Wright. Girl, I didn't finish that story. What you want? They talking about, you were talking about the singer. Girl, I'm done talking about it. There was nothing else to say. I guess they needed to be transcribed. They said y'all slow as hell. YouTube saying y'all just slow. Right, I finished the story about the singer. Like, what? Who is this talking? They listen, Facebook definitely got a slow. They said, do y'all need a tutor over there? Y'all got a slow crowd tonight. Girl, I think they still sipping the Kool-Aid from that award that we won over there on that Facebook group. Girl, I don't think they paying attention. I don't think they paying attention. They so caught up in this onesie that I got, this Christmas onesie that I got on. They didn't seen this onesie before. They talking about the weather. See, problem is they be having too much conversation. Look at Beechwood 4-5789 talking about, Craig, are you offering discounts to those of us who are already subscribed to T.S. Madison's Patreon? What they got to do with me and my household? I can't eat off of what she getting. What they got to do with me? See, that's the kind of stuff that YouTube does. See, that's the kind of stuff that YouTube does. See, now what I will say is, my Facebook people don't do that. Look, Cowgirl DC for Life said I should just keep talking and let you all read the minutes for later. Let y'all read the transcription for later. They said y'all cheap for trying to get a discount on the Patreon. They said, girl, it's 20 quarters a month. That's 20 quarters, niece. They said ain't nothing but 20 quarters. Marie said that's why you need to delete their asses asking for discounts. Anyway, the TV shows that I'm watching. Charlita said discount on $5. And who's this? Artemisia said Facebook is, she said YouTube is always looking for free books. They reading you. Who was that asked me for the free book? For the discount, Beechwood 4-5789. But yeah, I gotta finish watching my show, All American. I ain't gonna watch She's Gotta Have It just yet. I need to get into that once I'm done with All American. Because once I get into a show, I need to see the whole thing. Don't they always want something for free? Ray Mel said, Facebook, y'all started off asking for free shit too. Because quiet as it's kept, Ray Mel used to text me and be like, don't be giving no more free books out. They always asking. Ray Mel used to text me. Wait a minute, Tiffany Smith Bell, I know your husband did not ask me to wish him a happy birthday because he didn't even like for you to be on here watching me before. Her husband didn't even want her on here, but now he want me to wish him a happy birthday? Happy birthday, Pete. Look at Andrew talking about we need to have a contest. Who gives the most cash apps? We already know Facebook does. Rita. You were talking about the ladies with the fake hair. Well, girl, I was done talking about that. Now he's saying he got to play in bed and listen to you because of me. Ooh. You need to write a list of your own TV shows so we can watch along too. That's the only thing that I'm really watching right now. I'm watching All American, and like I said, I just started watching that yesterday. And then, is there something else that I'm watching? Oh, Pose comes back. When does Pose come back? June 11th? I heard Brent, the star of The Chi, got fired. So I don't know if I'm going to watch that anymore. When that comes back, I was watching that. Just tell your husband Craig wears a onesie, and girl, he will be fine with being here. Listen, I need to zoom in and see this Gia. Gia, where are you from again? I love Queen of the South. Is it back yet? I love Queen of the South. I watched Queen of the South. It's not on yet. I'm waiting for Pose to come back. I'm waiting for Queen Sugar to come back. I know some of you, the GED section, said you didn't really like Queen Sugar because you said it was kind of slow. But no, you just need to sit down and let the show spoon feed you. The show is really good. Queen Sugar is very good. I love Queen Sugar. I've been watching it since first season. If you have not watched it since the first season, go back to the first season, niece. I'm telling you, it's some good TV. Hey, Carolyn. Chase has gone home, niece. I told you I can't get into Claws. I was watching Claws the first season. I think I watched the first and half of the second season, and I just kind of fell off. It just got on my nerves. You know why I got on? Because I started thinking about this the other day, because you guys were asking me why did I stop watching it. I stopped watching Claws because to me they just never seem to get from up under those people that the drug people, the white folks that got them up under their thumb. Like, it just got on my nerves. It was like, girl, are they gonna ever get from up under there? Like, the pharmaceutical drugs that they're smuggling and selling, it just got on my nerves. And so I was like, you know what it felt like? It felt like a modern day Good Times. Girl, are they ever gonna get out of the ghetto? If they're not getting out of the ghetto, I can't keep watching it. Yes, Gia, the season for Queen Sugar, there were moments where it may have been a little slow, but that's where they were building the story. And I think part of the reason why people, you know, sometimes we want these shows to move off fast and stuff like this because you got used to watching this foolish TV like Empire. You understand what I'm saying? Everything is so over the top, phony, and fake. It's like you just expect every show to be like that. So it's just like Queen Sugar, they take their time to build the story and to really caress you. You understand what I'm saying? Queen Sugar is my shit. Do you hear me? My mother and I, we talk about that show all the time. Power. They say this is a big rich town. I'm just here from... Listen, I love that song so much. I used to have it on my playlist on Spotify. Did y'all know that was Joe singing that? Did y'all know that was Joe singing that? Anyway, Love After Lockup is my show. I don't get into a whole lot of reality shows, but I love that foolishness on Love After Lockup. Oh, Chantel said LA's finest. Now see, I'm not a big fan of Gabrielle Union. She the same in everything she does. And I can't stand the way she talks to her teeth. She be like, so what are you going to tell me? Like, I can't stand when she talks to her teeth. Gia, who said that this is Power's last season? Empire should have been shut off, okay? I don't even know why y'all still watching that foolishness. Yeah, no, I think I'm out with Claw's niece. Yeah, that's Joe that sings that, Danetta. That's my man. I love Joe. I've been a fan of Joe's forever. Oh, Raphael said that there is no more Power after this. Wendy says she's never watched Power. What? JB, I do watch black shows. What are you talking about? I just told you Queen Sugar. Queen Sugar is black. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm Tammy. I'm not a fan of Gabrielle Union. I'm not. Oh, somebody said it's their last season on Stars. Oh, so 50 said he wants to go out on top. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Gabrielle Unions. I don't like Greenleaf. You know why I don't like Greenleaf? I used to talk about this when it first came on. I started watching it when it first came on, and I was kind of expecting it to, because I love Lynn Whitfield. I love Lynn Whitfield. Okay. Oh, and you know what else I like? You know, I'm gonna come back to Greenleaf in a second. Hold on. But you know what else I like? What else I like? A Million Little Things. What y'all know about A Million Little Things? Baby, that's my show. Now, you talk about good writing. A Million Little Things. This Is Us. You need to shake up your TV selections. Yeah, Greenleaf dry as hell. Thank you, Jamie. Now, I can't agree with you on that. Give me a high five. Greenleaf is tired. Let me tell you my problem with Greenleaf. Let me turn my chair around. Ain't nobody had to write down Greenleaf. I remember. All right, so listen. Bakari said, I stand for love after lockup. Like, listen, I love that. I love that foolishness. So listen. My problem with Greenleaf was this. Because, see, I love great TV, but I'm a fan of the writing. I'm a stickler for the writing. And what I feel is, even though it's television or even though it's a movie, this is why I don't like that trash by Tyler Perry. But anyway, and people think that you hating. But no, I just don't like Tyler Perry's stuff because it's just so phantasmal. It always has this perfect ending where everything just kind of works itself out. Good night. But, ooh, Lanique, now you said something right there. She said Greenleaf. The problem was they gave us Tyler Perry Lynn Whitfield and not Thin Line Between Love and Hate Lynn Whitfield. Now you picking up what I'm putting down. Now listen, I love Lynn Whitfield. But here's my problem with Greenleaf. Hold on, let me look at the comments because they swear I don't be paying attention. When Danielle ASV, This Is Us is some of the best writing on TV, okay? But my problem with Greenleaf is, now let me stick to this. The first season when I was watching it, I was so hopeful. And I was like, okay, they really about to pull the roof off of the black church. They're really going to lift the roof off the black church. And we're really going to see all of the tomfoolery, that somebody's really going to have an honest conversation about all of the scandal and all of the magic tricks that they do in church to seduce you, to give your money to them. You know, they seduce you to believe that you have to give, you know, to the church. And remember, I did a post the other week. Now that I know I can do a post on YouTube, I'll start posting this stuff on YouTube as well. But, you know, it's like I said the other week on a post, I don't know if I subscribe to all of the rules that they give you in church. All of the rules that they talk about in the Bible. Oh, you got to tithe, you got to give 10%. Because I personally believe that if we gave to an individual, or if you were helping to put somebody through school, or you were helping some less fortunate family, I think God credits all of that as some form of a tithe. I don't think that it has to go to a church. That's just me. I believe in spirituality. I don't necessarily subscribe to this idea of religion. Because religion has always been about rules. It's always been about control, you know, whatever. So for me, when Greenleaf came on, I thought they were going to lift the roof off the church and really show you, like, and they kind of got into it a little bit, but there were certain things, there were certain inconsistencies. Now, we all know that the black church is comprised of what? Gay men. And to me, I just don't think they had enough gay men that were visible. Now, I'm not saying that the entire cast had to be gay. But what I'm saying is, when they panned over the audience, they should have had more gay congregants. They should have had, like, extras in the background. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're really going to show us the black church, like, at this point in my life, when I watch a television show or a movie, I need there to be real elements in the show or in the movie. And so I just felt like, the gay character that they had was that one who was going to be the choir director. And I just felt like First of all, I don't even think that should have been a huge conversation in the church about him being gay. Because most of these churches, if anybody's interested in the truth, most of these churches got gay ministers of music. Most of these gay churches who have male ushers are gay. Most of these churches, their male deacons are gay. The choir members are gay. So I just felt like when you looked at the choir, most of them should have been gay. Most of the men in the choir should have been gay. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't have straight men in there too, but we already know that the majority of the men that are in church are gay. And you got a handful in there that are with their wives. You got a handful in there that are with their wives, yes. But the majority of the black men that you see in church are gay. And so that was just a discrepancy for me that I just couldn't overcome. And then I just felt like, and then I just started getting into some technical stuff that I didn't like. Okay, so remember the pastor's daughter, the one that was married to the gay guy, or he was undercover. He wasn't really gay. He was undercover. I'm kind of tired of that narrative. I think it was important to have that character, but I'm kind of tired of that narrative. I'm tired of seeing black gay men on television struggling with their sexuality. We know that story. We already know that story. So it's like just like my issue with Empire. When Empire first came on, my issue with that was, and they changed it up, they shook it up, because I think there was so much conversation on social media. But my issue with Empire was Jamal. Remember, he was openly gay on the show, but then they didn't put him in a relationship with some Hispanic or some Mexican guy. And then he was dating some, it's like they never put two black gay men together in a relationship on TV. And then finally, when they kicked his ass off the show, he got married to this black guy. But anyway, I digress. But the point is, I just kind of felt like Greenleaf. And then remember when old girl killed Mac? That was the uncle that was molesting the people. Look at Gia. Look at Gia. It's just a TV show, Craig. But see, the reality is, it's not just a TV show. Because when you have a medium as powerful as television, it has a tendency to control what we think. It has a tendency to dictate what we think. And part of the reason why you have so many gay men, black gay men, that are struggling with their sexuality is because we haven't seen a demonstration on television. I'm going to give you a metaphor. I'm going to give you an example. We haven't seen a demonstration on television where we have two black men that are in a healthy relationship, that are out to their family, that, whatever. So just like with The Color Purple, The Cosby Show. I've given this example before. The Cosby Show. Before The Cosby Show was on the air, all we believed was possible was good times, struggle. But the Jeffersons came along, and we were like, oh, okay, well, we can make it. And I've talked about this before. But George was not an intellectual. He was an entrepreneur that just happened to make it because he had a string of dry cleaners. But then it was The Cosby Show that set the precedence. It was two educated people, a doctor and a lawyer. They were upwardly mobile. They were cultured. They listened to jazz. All of their kids went to school. None of the kids were on drugs. None of that stuff. It was like the picture perfect family. And so it gave us something to aspire to. It gave us something to aspire to. And once the Cosby Show hit the air, we now had a new standard. We had a new standard of expectation. And there was no longer could they put on a TV show like like Good Times. If they put a TV show on like the Good Times today, baby, the NAACP and all black people will be complaining and carrying on. How dare y'all put a show like that on and da-da-da-da. Like, yes, I'm tired of seeing struggling black gay men on TV struggling. Like, we have to change the landscape of television. And that's what The Cosby Show did. And in the same way that The Cosby Show did that for black folks, we need a show that's going to do that for black gay men. And that's part of the reason why you have so many gay men that are struggling with their sexuality, that are still dealing with women. that are still married because we haven't seen a demonstration. Orange is the New Black. I watched it the first couple seasons, then it just got on my nerves, and I had to get out. I had to get off that train. I was so sick of it. But, and that's what. Thank you, Sam Smith, because they warned me about the Orange is the New Black. That's what I was gonna say next. And see, with the Cosby Show, when the Cosby Show first hit the air, there were black people who didn't believe that black folks lived that way. Black folks were like, oh, that show is fake, it's phony. Oh, black people don't live like that. Where you see a black, where you don't see nobody that's a doctor and a lawyer living in the same household. But the Cosby Show set the precedence. Now we don't disagree. Now we don't question that. And if you think about all of the television shows that came after the Cosby Show, they were all, when they were black shows, they were all upwardly mobile or wealthy. They were all, even down to the Parkers. Even down to the Parkers. They had enough money to go to college. They never talked about struggling on there. Like, all of the shows that came after it, they had money. Listen, I've already written the shows. It's just about expanding the brand and then getting to it. Listen, I've already written the shows. Trust me, niece. There are things that are on this laptop that are not just books. Hey, girl, hey. So we're just waiting for, you know, the green light, huh? But yeah, so that's how I feel about it. I just think that we just gotta be really mindful of like what's projected on television. You know what I'm saying? Because it really does color what we see, think, and believe. Oh, Gemini lady tried it. She said, girl, if we gotta wait on these TV shows from Craig like we waiting on this book, I mean. She tried it? Oh, she tried it. Oh my God, she tried it. She said, if we gotta wait on this TV show from him, like we gotta wait on this fourth book, I mean. Yeah, I fell off of Orange is the New Black. I think I watched like the first 3 seasons or something like that, and I just kind of got off the train. It just got more and more reductive. I just couldn't. Marcus Smith said, Craig, I feel smarter when I watch you. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm listening to Liz Wright. You need to settle your mind. Oh, what is he listening to? But if I had some old Bean Bop Bam playing, she'd be okay. You need to settle your mind. You need to be mindful of the kind of music that you ingest. Yes, Danielle ASB, that's pretty much when I stopped watching Orange is the New Black. That season after they killed Poussey, I was done. I was done watching it. Somebody said, love Greenleaf, but I was so surprised after discovering the main writer of the show is Caucasian on Greenleaf. And I'm not saying that just because he was white that he couldn't capture it, but that also did it for me. Thank you for bringing me back to Greenleaf, because the other point that I wanted to make about that trash, no, I'm just playing. But the other thing that I want, remember when they killed Mac, and remember, well, first they shot him, and then the other daughter, she stabbed him or something. To me, it just didn't feel, I don't know, it just didn't feel authentic to me. I don't know, it just didn't feel authentic. But then, like you said, Beechwood, that 4-5789, who wants a discount on my Patreon, yeah, the showrunner for Greenleaf is a white guy. And I just felt like they should have had a black, somebody who's really, they should have had a black person to advise him on the goings-ons in the black church. Just like when they did Scandal. Remember Judy Smith, the real woman who was the real-life fixer that they patterned Olivia Pope's character after? You know, there's a woman who really lives that life. She was a consultant on Scandal. Like, they actually talked to her. These were things that were scenarios that were made up, but they actually talked to her. She was a consultant. And I feel like with Greenleaf, they should have had somebody consulting this white guy. That's how I feel. And it's just like if you were to write a show about trans people. Like, I've written a show about a trans girl. Trans girl. And but I just think that you need to have. I'm not a trans person, so I would be remiss if I didn't have a trans person that I could run ideas with. How do you think this feels? What do you think? Like, to make it authentic. Oh, now Pete want to ask me a question. No, Sons of Anarchy? No, I've never heard of that. I mean, I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Yeah, no, I don't think they do Sam Smith, because I saw, like, when Greenleaf first came out. Good night, Gina Cleveland. She going to bed early. When Greenleaf first came out, I remember they were really pushing it, and they had the showrunner. I can't remember his name. It's a white guy. They had him on there, and they were talking about how, you know, Oprah was just saying how, you know, she loved the script when she saw it. And I was just like, girl, this doesn't even feel like the black church. And like, he was saying how they had to really tell him how certain things happen or operate or flow in the black church. And I just feel like you should have had somebody who knew. It's just like the show The Wire. The show is set in Baltimore. That show was written by real life Baltimore City police cops. And they were actually people who were in that stuff. That's why that show feels so real. The Wire. All right, good night, Gina. Girl, she got to work on Memorial Day? Oh, she got to work on Memorial Day. I used to watch the show. I watched this first season of the show. It's only one season so far, right? But I'm waiting for it to come back. So I'm just waiting for that to come back. But I don't know if I'm going to want to watch it, though, because the main character is gone. People from Baltimore were actually in the show as well. Exactly. People were in the show. Were in the show. You're right. Because, see, y'all think they said I'm really going in on Greenleaf. I'm just giving you a perspective. I'm not telling you, I'm not trying to discourage you from watching it. If you like it, great. But, you know, sometimes YouTube, you all are new. But I used to let Tyler Perry stuff have it. And not because I don't like Tyler. Because, you know, I write about him in my first book. He came to my play, blah, 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 blah. But bottom line is, it's not that I don't like Tyler. I have nothing against him personally. I have something against the trash that he writes. Look, I just don't feel like I just don't think it's developed. Somebody over here asked me about Noah's Ark. I've said the same thing about Noah's Ark. I think the gays really love Noah's Ark because that was the very first show that we had that's featured black gay men on a series. But to me, it wasn't really well written, and the acting was tragic. But you know, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I respect it because it was the first, but the reality is it wasn't really that good. And I mean, I can tell you some of the problems and the issues that I've had with Noah's Ark. First and foremost, remember when Wade and Noah were going out? Remember when they first met? So Wade was supposed to be this DL guy who had never been with a guy before, and you know, they didn't even know if he was gay at first, and da-da-da-da. And so then he and Noah, who was this flamboyant gay boy, they started going out. Now, I didn't have issue with the closeted boy going out with the really feminine, flamboyant gay boy because that happens in real life. I had no issue with that. Now, there are instances where a severely closeted guy is not going to touch a feminine guy like that because he just has his own issues. But there are instances where they will match. My issue was once they started going out, I just feel like they pulled Wade out of the closet way too quickly. All of a sudden, he was going with them to these, he was cross-dressing, and like, it was just too much. Like, he was running around with Noah's friends. Like, he just got too comfortable too quick. And I just know that in my experience and in the experiences of the people that I know, it's a progression. And usually, it's a slow progression. You know what I'm saying? Where you take off layer by layer by layer when you're trying to get comfortable in your skin. And there are just certain steps that you're not going to skip. Remember when Wade introduced Noah to his straight friends at the pool hall, and John Sally was one of his friends? First of all, this boy had not even told anybody he was gay. Why would he be introducing this flamboyant gay boy to his friends? Like, it just didn't make sense to me. And if it doesn't make sense, like my girl Judge Judy says, then it's not true. Okay. But anyway, that's it. Who am I? No, I never saw Abducted in Plain Sight. Now, the show that I did watch that I hated that they took off was my show, 7 Seconds. Is that what it was called? With Regina King, and they only had 1 season, and then they ended up winning all those awards, and then they had already canceled it on Netflix. They should. Now that's the show they need to reboot. Now, I don't know every gay in the world and how they will react, but what I'm saying is the common sense thing to do is to write it in the way that most people can identify. P. Marcel, I'm talking about Noah's Ark. What are y'all talking about? Gia talking about, just let it go, girl. He's discussing the show. Girl, I'm talking about Noah's Ark. Now who in the GED section? I done just sat here and named the characters and talk. Girl, what? I see Alicia. I'm ignoring her with her late self. We've been on here for a whole 66 minutes. And she told me, hey, did we win? We done posted it and everything. I've acknowledged Noah's Ark. Where were y'all at? That's what I was just talking about. They slow. Oh, my show was Love Is. Love Is. Yes, Marsha. My show was Love Is. And they canceled it after 1 season. They canceled it after 1 season. P. Marcel worrying me about how long they're going to be new. Right, Andrew. P. Marcel, somebody said, don't you owe us $20 for that book that you put on layaway? She gifted 3 books but only sent money for 2. Girl, somebody said, you focus on that. Somebody said, you focus on that, niece. Send us that $20 to the Cash App. Makisha, you couldn't get into Love Is? Love Is was my show, and they canceled it. Sam Smith said he keep it up. He said he don't know what they doing. He already talked about. Lanique said he already talked about Noah's Ark. Their service must have went in and out. Yes, the Mara Brock Akil show. And what happened was they canceled it. They first renewed it and said that it was going to be a season 2. And then what ended up happening was, Peter's a fan now. Peter's a fan. But what happened was her husband got caught in some sort of a scandal, like one of those Me Too moment type things. And so, Oprah Winfrey was like, oh no, we need to go ahead and cancel that. We need to go ahead and sever ties. And so they didn't bring it back. They didn't bring it back. Love Is was awesome. Love Is was awesome. And I'm going to tell you, I did love that show. I wore them. Selena, listen, this is before I was doing YouTube. I used to wear them out. Because they be like, oh, I can't really get into it. I'm like, niece, you need to watch it. Go back to season 1. Like, I used to talk about that show so much because I really, really loved it. Because I think that it was such a good example. It was such a metaphor for life and the way that we tend to approach relationships. And on Love Is, if you've never seen it, the main character, she was a television writer, and she was a successful writer. She was getting into her career, and she was writing for a TV show. Well, she met this guy at a coffee shop, who she eventually married. But anyway, the show opens at the beginning, and it's based on the real life of Mara Brock Akil. Mara Brock Akil created Girlfriends, and she created, what else? Being Mary Jane, stuff like that. And even though I didn't like Gabrielle Union, I used to love Being Mary Jane. So when she met him, she did not know that he was living with his ex-girlfriend. He had a broke down ass car. He was broke, financially broke. He had a son that lived in another state, and he was late on his child support. She didn't know all of that stuff. And what ended up happening was, she fell in love with the boy before she found out all of this stuff. She fell in love with the soul of the man, and he fell in love with her. And I think what happens is, and I've shared this with you guys before, recently, and I'm writing it in this 4th book, I think sometimes we date people with our friends and family members in mind. We date to try to impress them. Like, oh, well, so we can go back and say, oh, well, he works for such and such, or oh, he owns his own business, or oh, he graduated from such and such. We don't date people based on what we think and feel. Some of that is in there, but a big part of how we date is how we can, paint the picture of them to our friends and family. And so she fell in love with this man before she found out that he was just in this transitional phase in his life. And so what happened was, after she fell in love with him, she found out all of these things. And she struggled with it because her mom was real sedity, and she was and she was dating these other guys that had really great careers and made great money. But she was drawn to him because she realized, she saw his potential. She saw his potential. And I don't want to mix you up with this, because I think some of you see a potential in a person that's not even there. Sometimes you dream a bigger dream for a person that they don't even dream for themselves. And so sometimes you can make a mistake and date old busted ass man because you thinking, oh, he gonna do better, and he ain't doing shit. But she saw that he was actively doing stuff, and he was just in this space where it just wasn't working right now. And so it was just, it was a beautiful love story. And she loved him through where he was. But he also had issues because he struggled with being with a woman. And I know many of you watching me have this issue. He struggled with being with a woman who was self-sufficient, who was self-made. She had her own house, she had her own career, she had her own money, she had her own car. She didn't need him for shit but love. And what happened was, there were instances where he struggled with it. And there's a scene where they were about to break up, and she said to him, she said, you know, I believe in you, and I know that it's going to happen for you one day. She said, but I just don't know if you can handle watching me live out my dream. Baby, when I tell you I had cut the TV off and listen, the show is, listen, go watch the first season of Love Is. I'm telling you, now you ain't gonna get no more after that. But I mean, it was a beautiful story. It was a beautiful story, and yeah, it was a great show. It really was a great show, and I hate that they took it off. I was really, but I think that Mara Brock Akil and her husband, they haven't said it, but I think that they probably are going through some stuff, and I'd be willing to bet that they probably separated, because I follow her Instagram, and they never. She used to post him, but she don't never post him now. Ever since that whole scandal came out, which came out the end of last year, and I was really hoping that they would have taken the show to another network, like they did. Remember how they did? Well, she also did The Game. Remember how they did The Game? And they took it from the CW and they went to BET like 3 or 4 years later. But anyway, but yeah. So listen, I'm about to get off of here. I need to eat something. I know it's 10:13, but you know I don't eat meat and stuff. So I'm just go over here and find me some vegetables. I might saute some kale, do some squash or something. But I need a little something on my stomach. Thank you for supporting what I do. Because you come on here and you support what I do and you send a little something through the Cash App, you afford me the luxury to be able to sit here and talk to you and write these books when I'm writing them and to be on tour. So please know that I don't take it for granted. Yes, Juanita, go back and watch Love Is. I'm telling you, I think you'll like it. Just watch it and give yourself some time with it. But listen, be safe, keep loving yourself, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. Go ahead and get your cold pressed, organic, unrefined coconut oil and go ahead and do your oil pulling, because you don't want to be like that guy's breath. You don't want to have breath like the guy that was at the restaurant today. Okay, I put it over there on my Patreon. The details for my Patreon are in the information. It's in the caption. The Cash App is in the caption. If you want to purchase one book, it's $22, $36, $354. Go on over there and spend some time at CraigTheWriterStewart.com. You can purchase books through Amazon from over there. You can purchase your Hey Girl, Hey ringtones. You can purchase your Good Day Thinkers, Thought Leaders, Progressives, and Dreamers ringtones. Or you can get your Hey Girl, Hey coffee mugs. Or your Hey Boy, Hey coffee mugs. Or your Hey Me coffee mugs over there. What else is over there? Oh, and then there's sayitinaCard.com. Father's Day is coming up. Now, y'all need to stop doing y'all fathers like that. Y'all need to stop doing y'all fathers like that. Y'all need to get him a... Thank you, Danielle ASB. Y'all need to... Listen. Y'all need to go ahead and get your fathers a... oh, Erica Lavora says she got her ringtones. Hey, niece. Listen. Y'all need to get y'all fathers... Yes, please, Sam Smith. I need y'all to get y'all fathers some Father's Day cards. This is graduation season. You can People always having a birthday. Send them a belated birthday. You may have forgot their birthday. Send them a belated birthday card. We got belated birthday cards over there. We got trouble relationship. I know some of y'all have some trouble relationship because y'all just holding on to these men and women, hoping that they're going to turn around and be better. Listen, y'all got faith in these. Listen, niece, what good is your hope when his hope is to be who he is? Stop trying to dream a bigger dream for him than he dreams for himself, niece. Go ahead and let him go. Go ahead and let him go, niece. So listen, go ahead and give him one of them breakup cards. You ain't even got to talk to him no more. Just mail it to him. Go ahead and mail it to him. SayItInACard.com. We got breakup cards, trouble relationship cards, trouble friendship. Somebody probably owe you money. Somebody probably owe you money. Go ahead and get your, listen. We got encouragement cards. We got congratulations cards. You may have a friend, hey B Holt. You may have a friend that just bought a home. We have a congratulations card for her. We got a congratulations card for somebody who just graduated. We got all, listen, all of your greeting card needs should be handled over at SayItInACard.com. All of you people talk about you want to support black businesses. Here's a black business. Go on over there to SayItInACard.com and purchase your greeting cards. They run over here to Hallmark. Them white people don't care about y'all. Look. You getting out in your car, burning gas, going to the Hallmark store. You going burning gas, going down to Target. You struggling trying to find an envelope. We got sympathy cards, Brenda. Yes, we got sympathy cards, niece. We got wisdom cards. We got over 100 and some different cards over there. We got 100 and some different cards over there, niece. Tito Warren said, I bought your ringtones and I plan on buying your first 2 books even though I listened to them on Audible. I appreciate that. See, now that's support. Thank you, Tito. I appreciate that. I really do. Look at Gia talking about if you make a card with me on the... She said, if you make a card with you on the front of it in that onesie, I'll buy 50. Why are we so conditional with each other? Why are we so conditional with each other? Well, if you do this, then I'll go ahead and buy it. Niece, I need you to stop going to Target and Walmart to buy your cards. I need you to purchase them right up. You can purchase them right from the comfort of your home. And the shipping is still free, niece. We're still covering the shipping. SayItInACard.com. Go ahead and just order you some. Now, you can only, listen, you got to order a minimum of 3 cards. Don't go over there and try to order 1 card. We are not shipping 1 card. And don't be trying to go to the Family Dollar to buy your cards. Because they're not going to say what Say It in the Card says. P. Marcel, she talking about the game sucked when it went to BET. Girl, we talked about the game 20 minutes ago. Why is she still talking about the game? That's why she didn't know I had talked about Noah's Ark. Because she going in and out. Something wrong with her service. She got spotty service. She got spotty service, niece. Listen, on that note, let me get off here. Y'all have an amazing night. Listen, we don't have a Queen Supreme Court show tomorrow, so I'll probably pop on here tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks.